Most concert music photographers have no earthly clue, or they totally ignore what we're going to do today, and that's going to be preparation for one of the world's largest guitar festivals and working the trade show of that event. They have no idea what there is. All people think about is live music and photographing bands, and there's more to it than just that. So I know you're going, hey Bob, why is this important to me? Why should I worry about this? Well, if you're looking for a magazine to shoot for, if you're looking for contacts, if you're looking for anything like that in concert photography, you might look here because you could probably find something or somebody that might help you. I'm Robert Maxfield. I'm a concert and music photographer in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, and welcome to Max Concert Photography, where we talk everything concert photography related, and we talk a little regular photography too from time to time, but that's every once in a while. But what's real important about this week is having that regular photography knowledge to shoot this trade show. Oh, and I almost forgot. Making friends and figuring out contacts. That's important too. Right now I'm a little under the weather, but we're still getting prepped for what's coming up the first weekend of May, and it's going to be amazing. There's probably 40 different artists that are going to be there, but that's not the real important thing, even though it is pretty important. What is going to be going on is you're going to have the world's largest guitar festival, and it's got a massive trade show involved with it. If you want guitars, basses, a little bit of everything, amplifiers, straps, picks, strings, you name it, it's all sitting there. And part of what most people think is, as a concert music photographer, you have to shoot those small bands in those little dark clubs and all that garbage. This has absolutely nothing to do with that. This is done at Dallas Market Hall. It's amazingly huge. It's well over 100,000 square feet of sales floor. It's 4 stages of live music going on all at the same time while this is going on. And on Sunday, believe it or not, they have church services on Sunday morning before the whole thing begins. So it's a big ordeal, and we're going to show you some of the scenery from there and some of the preparation we do with that, and give you an idea. But there's more to concert music photography than shooting that live band somewhere. You have to be able to do other things. And a lot of this has to do a lot more with, I would say, normal photography. It is indoors, the majority of it, but it has nothing to do with live concert photography in a lot of cases. It's more about what goes on in the event, in the sales floor, that's really important. And this is part of being a concert music photographer. One of the big deals about this is, let's say you're working for a publication, and that publication has an advertiser that they want to work with that's going to supply a big chunk of money to the magazine for exposure. And if you do not photograph what is needed, then there's a problem. And I guarantee you, Molly and the Mountain Lions may be the hottest band in the land, but that may not be what's needed. So in this case, the magazine has a advertiser that is interested in getting stuff shot, and they want to be on the cover. And this is a preparation for that, and you have to be able to shoot that. And that's part of being a concert and music photographer that they don't talk about and they don't tell you. At the trade show, you will find publications that you can approach. You can find out information about those publications. You'll find people out there, personalities. The guy on the right is the editor-in-chief of a publication. You'll find him there every year. He also sells a whole lot of rock and roll and music memorabilia. That's another avenue you can take. And if you're going to sell pictures, there you go. Oh, and by the way, the lady on the left, she's an editor of a music publication also. So there's another one. And a little tidbit, the lady on the left started one of the largest Beatles fan clubs and has written several books on the subject and is very well published. So if you're looking for radio stations, you'll find radio stations there too. Usually every year there's one or two, maybe even three radio stations in the local area. I'm going to show you this slide again. If you look on the left-hand side, you will see an organization that specializes in the preservation of certain type of music, and that's blues. There are organizations like that that promote certain types of music that will be at this show. Looking for that one special type of guitar that you can't find anywhere else? Well, there are auction houses that sell rare and unusual guitars at this show. I'm going to cover this slide because there are a lot of people out there that sell a lot of concert and music memorabilia. This particular vendor sells all kinds of posters and pictures and record albums and you name it, but it's all there. You want to get a picture of the host of the show. The guy in the middle is the host of the world's largest and oldest guitar festival, right there. There are tons and tons of vendors and lots of people to meet. Lots of contact opportunities for equipment and sales and people and marketing. You can find just about anything in this place. There should be all kinds of contacts to make. You also get to meet other photographers like Chuck here right in the middle, and on the far right hand side is Zoe. This is a great place to meet people that are doing the same thing you are, taking photographs of music. Once you're credentialed, you can go backstage in the staging area and there's everything going on. All kinds of people, there's artists, it's just amazing. But you must be credentialed to get into this area. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a little bit of what the stage areas look like. I'm going to show you some of the artists that are there and give you an idea of the scope of the artists that are actually there. This is one of the most amazing opportunities for a concert photographer to get involved in. There's more to it than shooting in dark clubs and shooting in bars and local bands and stuff like that. And this is a great opportunity to try. If you ever get a chance, if there's something like this in your area, man, make use of it, and you won't be sorry. It's incredible.